Hi guys, it's Neka and I'm back with another Create a Sim video where I will be recreating an old sim from The Sims 3 in The Sims 4 and I will tell you a little bit about them, about their story. We actually don't have a lot of time today and I prepared quite a long script. I'm not sure if I will be able to go over everything. If not, I'm working on a character page on my Tumblr, so everything will be there. But anyway, this is Benjamin Barclay, who only appeared very briefly in the Legacy. He wasn't even really very visible in the pictures. He wasn't really important, but I really wanted to include him in this series. Benjamin was born to a scientist family in Riverview. His father, basically, he ran this science facility. His family has ran this science facility for generations, and on the outside it looked like any other science facility. But inside, well, they have been working on some really interesting projects. And growing up, Benjamin had no clue about the truth. His father never told him, and considering he was the youngest of his brothers with no chance of becoming the heir to this whole business, he never really was supposed to find out the truth about what is actually going on inside. The Barclay facility secretly worked with aliens, as I've already told you before, and Benjamin actually, growing up, a few times he felt like he saw something weird around the facility, something that looked like aliens. But when he told people, no one believed him. And one day, that was when he was already all grown up, he brought it up to his father, and his father's reaction was actually quite suspicious to him. So Benjamin decided to investigate, and he found that indeed the aliens are working with his father. But to be fair, he didn't really blame his father for keeping it all secret. He understood why he never told anyone, or just very few people. But he was sad that he can't be part of this amazing research. He really wanted to help with this. So he decided to confront his father again, and this time he pressed him to give him a chance in the lab. Benjamin succeeded and soon contributed to a major breakthrough. And his eldest brother, the one who was supposed to take over this family facility, he never had a success like this. And eventually some other events happened and they kind of led to his brother being disowned and, let's say, removed from the picture. Take that as you will. Seriously, this part is up to your imagination. And then his father decided to make Benjamin the heir after all, because he proved himself to really deserve it. And now you may be wondering, how does this tie into all the stories that I've already told you? Well, Benjamin's house was right next to Angel's grandparents' house. I've already introduced Angel to you. Angel used to come here for every single holiday growing up, and since her and Benjamin were the same age, they got really close and even really close. And all their other friends, they joked that they will one day end up together and get married, but they didn't really ever consider it. Angel dated guys in Twinbrook and then she married Caleb, and we all know how that went. And then Benjamin's love life wasn't really all that successful, but they never really considered each other until some other things happened. Over the years, they actually stayed in touch, and Angel was often telling Benjamin about all her struggles, which at the end of her relationship with Caleb, obviously, she was especially worried about the fact that she and her husband aren't able to conceive a child. I hope I said that right. Anyway, as the time progressed, Angel and Caleb obviously were getting more and more frustrated and their relationship was strained. And one time Angel visited Riverview to get away from the reality for a bit, and she spent all those days with Benjamin. It was obvious that something more than friendship was blossoming between them now, but they were both hesitant to act on their feelings. Angel was married after all, and Benjamin wouldn't, try to seduce a married woman, and like Angel wouldn't respond to that anyway because like she's married. A few more weeks after this passed, when suddenly Caleb asked Angel to talk about something serious. He'd had a feeling in his gut that their constant failure to, conceive was his fault, and so he went to the doctor to get himself checked, and unfortunately he was right, and the result said that his fertility was very low, basically zero. And Caleb knew that Angel wanted her own biological child and probably wouldn't settle for an adoption. So he already, for a few days, he thought it through before telling her, and he suggested to get a divorce, because clearly she cannot get the life that she wants with him. Angel was shocked. She loved him, even though she was also now sort of catching feelings for Benjamin, which she wouldn't admit to herself. But she would have changed her mind about all the, children things and about adopting and stuff like that. But Caleb has already decided that he wants to end the marriage. He wants her to get another chance at what she wanted. He didn't want her to settle for something she never really wanted and stuff like that. The divorce process was messier than either of them expected or imagined. And even though Caleb insisted on it and he felt like he was doing the right thing, it really broke him and it took a toll on his mental health. Meanwhile, Angel moved to Riverview. She was kind of still influenced by those last few days with Benjamin, where he basically told her that if she ever needed anything, he would be there for her. So she did call him, she told him how things are, and she came over to him and they started living together, and the rest is history, basically. And the rest I feel like I've already told you in Angel's video. She got a job at the company, at the science facility. She met the aliens. She told them about Caleb, and the aliens gave Caleb a little half-alien daughter. As for what the Barclay company was doing, well, they were always focused on birth, but the publicly released treatments never could have helped Caleb. However, the things they worked on in secrecy, how to be able to beat any infertility issues, and how to let any couple have babies, that would have solved everything had they only known earlier. Now I'm thinking, wait, is this a plot hole? Now I'm thinking, why did Benjamin not tell Angel about this sooner? Wait, did he see his chance like this? Wait, I'm onto something. Oh my god, I did not even consider this. Well, let's continue with the things I have here. Oh my god, wait, is Benjamin actually, oh wait. Anyway, let's continue. But this has really blown my mind. So now it was too late for Angel's relationship with Caleb to be saved. But she knew just how much Caleb had wished for a child, and she wanted him to have that, even if without her. Side note, he absolutely would have been looking into adoption had this whole alien thing not happened. And as for the baby thing, and the birth things the facility was working on, kind of think about it as of the Sims 4 science babies. Think about it as they were trying to make science babies happen, and they were trying to make the process and everything perfect before they could publicly announce that they invented the science babies, basically. And yes, what I'm saying is that the aliens happened to help Benjamin's family, or Benjamin's company, invent science babies, and their first attempts may have included abducting people, probing them and pollinating them above Earth's atmosphere against the humans' wishes. Yes, it is very unethical, but it is what it is. I mean, I guess maybe aliens have a different take on ethics. I don't know. Do they even have ethics? I don't know. Aliens. Sorry, I went off topic here. I am so sorry. But yeah, once this company figured out science babies, they came out about this discovery, obviously leaving out the alien help from 6M and the fact that they had to do a lot of unethical crap to get here. And yeah, that would be it. And as for Angel and Benjamin, they too eventually had a child. They had a son, and we will talk about him later, because he played a role, a huge role in the next generation of my legacy. And that would be all I have for today. And whew, this was a lot. And yeah, so I hope you enjoyed it. I hope I said everything I wanted to say the way I wanted to say it. I may have got myself a bit lost at some points, but like I said, I will also write down this little overview on a little character page that I'm working on right now. It will probably take me still a few weeks, if not months, but it's gonna come. One day you're gonna see it. And yeah, so for now, I just wanna say thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope I will see you all next time. Love you guys. Bye everyone.